It's Dodge for 55. Flashing ahead in style, in value, in performance. Yes, it's the Flair Fashion Dodge for 55. Bringing you the winners of the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Award. Danny Thomas. Gene Hagan as his wife. And Sherry Jackson and Rusty Hamer as their children. Make room for Daddy.
Where's Rusty? Why can't he be to the table on time?
I don't know where he is. Honey, get your brother, will you?
Rusty!
I could have done that myself.
Here comes a fly! Got it! Got it!
What are you doing?
Got it!
Well, let me get one.
Got it!
I got it.
Hey,
Look out, let me get it. Got it.
You're both gonna get it. Sit down. Honestly, Rusty, what's all this about?
I got a practice run going out for the Little League.
Little League, what's that?
You don't know what the Little League is? Don't you read the papers?
What is it?
My dear lady, the Little League. What is it, Rusty?
It's just like the big league, only it's the Little League.
Oh, no wonder your father couldn't explain it. Too complicated.
And that's why I want to thank you and Daddy.
Thank us for what?
Well, to get into the Little League, you have to be between 8 and 12 years old. So I want to thank you and Daddy for me being born 8 years ago.
You're very welcome, but believe me, at the time, we weren't thinking of baseball.
What do you want for breakfast, Slugger?
I'm going to have a steak. It'll give me strength for hitting.
A steak for breakfast?
Medium rare.
As long as I'm paying the bills in this house, you'll eat what I eat.
You just don't want me to make the team.
You mean you're not on it yet?
Of course not. First we have tryouts, and then you got to be bought by a manager.
Somebody buys you?
Uh-huh.
You know, many times I've said I wish I could sell you, but I didn't know there was a market.
Daddy, everybody knows how the Little League works. Every manager watches the tryouts and bids for the best players. They can spend up to $36,000.
Sold. Come on, get your hat.
Okay. Sit down. Honestly, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Selling your own son for $36,000.
Excuse me.
If you hold out, we might be able to get 40.
It isn't real money, it's just on paper.
Just on paper?
Like my allowance, honey.
You know, Mom, I hope I get on the Giants.
Oh?
Bill Baldwin's father is their manager, and Harvey Halpern's father is their trainer. And they both used to be ball players.
Well, they're all set, huh?
But they don't have a coach yet.
Why don't you ask me?
Ask you what?
Ask me to be coach.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
What kind of crack is that?
Daddy, it's been years since you played baseball.
So what? How long is it going to take me to get into shape? I got an idea.
What?
You know that lot I bought over on 101st Street?
Oh, do I know it? I wish I could forget it. Why you ever bought that lot, I'll never know.
Oh, will you cut that out? There's going to be something big on that lot someday.
There's something big on that lot right now, the taxes.
Never mind. Anyhow, I'll clean away the rocks and the weeds, and I'll practice pitching and fielding and batting and sliding. I'll be in shape in no time.
Daddy, how do you know they'll even let you be coach?
How do I know? What's such a big deal about it? I'll go down and tell them I want to be coach.
You can't. It's just like the big leagues. The manager and trainer of the Giants are meeting today after practice to pick the players, and that's when they're going to pick the coach, too.
So what's going to stop them from picking me?
Oh, Daddy, you couldn't coach.
Is that so? Who taught you how to swim?
Mother.
Well, who taught you how to dive?
Cherry.
Well, I bought you the trunks, didn't I?
Certainly didn't. They were a size too large.
Well, who put the towel around him when he came out of the pool?
All right, eat your breakfast.
Nevertheless, I'm going down to that meeting today and give those fellas the opportunity of a lifetime to have me for coach. I think I'll have a steak. Medium rare. Rusty didn't make the Giants?
Sorry, Mr. Williams, but I'm afraid not. Besides, we've used up our 36,000 credit.
Oh, it's really gonna hurt the kid. I mean, he had his heart set on it.
Sorry.
Look, I wouldn't want him to know about it, but suppose I loan you some money so you could put in a bid.
I beg your pardon?
I mean, what do you figure he's worth? Like $10? $5? $1.50?
Mr. Williams.
An old Tootsie Roll?
Danny, we don't use real money. It's a point system.
Each manager gets 36,000 points to buy players with. You see, the competition is tough.
Well, that's because I haven't had a chance to polish him up. I mean, well, I'm an actor. I don't get around to playing baseball and stuff like that anymore, but in the old days, I really had it. I'll make a pitcher out of him. You put me on as coach, and I guarantee you'll have a pitcher on your hands. I'll show him that knuckler of mine. I used to throw a knuckler in the old days.
Danny, honestly, we understand your problem. We went through this when our boys were younger. And as for you being the coach, well, it's like I told you. We need a man with experience. Now, come on, sit down, be a good guy. We got some more business to take care of, and we'll talk about it a little bit later on, all right?
Sure.
Thanks very much. George, what about that ball field? Able to find anything?
You know, I've looked all over this section for a ball field. No luck.
Well, how about that vacant lot over on 101st Street? I thought you were going to lease it.
Well, I asked about it. But the real estate man said that some crazy actor picked it up a couple years ago. He won't let anybody touch it. He says he's going to get something big on it someday.
We need that lot, and it's so near to us. I'd give anything for that lot.
Anything?
That's right, Please, Mr. Williams, if you don't mind.
If I were you, I'd be careful the way you address the crazy actor.
You own that lovely lot?
Yep. By a strange coincidence, I do.
Oh, no.
Look, fellas, the way I see it, the important thing about baseball, as far as your little leaguers is concerned, is not how good they can play, but how much they enjoy the game and how much it means to them to play it. Maybe my boy is no Mickey Mantle, but there's nothing in the world he wants more than to be on your club and wear your uniform. And I'd like to help him do it. Now, how badly do you want that lot?
Don't just sit there. Get the coach a chair.
Hi, Mommy.
Oh, hi, sweetheart. You home already?
Yep. Daddy thought we had enough practice. He didn't want us to go still. Hey, is that my uniform?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, boy, let me try it right on.
Okay. Come on, sweetheart. We better see about dinner. Oh, hi, honey.
Hi.
Anything the matter?
Why, I look like something's the matter? Ow! I was teaching the kids how to slide.
Well, you always said you'd have something big on that lot someday.
Ha ha. Ow.
Was it a tough session, Daddy?
No. Kids did all right, but they still got a lot to learn. I was teaching them how to catch flies, and I had one of them pitch to me so I could hit some out.
How many did they catch?
Not one.
Huh? Why not?
I didn't hit any. I struck out 14 times.
How do I look, everybody?
That's where it's supposed to fit?
Oh, my. It's a little roomy, isn't it?
Leave it, Mother. I'm still developing.
Honey, I don't think you can develop that much in one season.
Well, I can try.
Come on, Russ. We got to be in shape for the big game tomorrow. Oh. Come on, how about that rub down?
I want to eat first.
Rusty, the rub down is important.
Okay, come on. I'll give it to you.
Oh, that was a great game, guys. 6 home runs in 1 inning. So you lost by the skin of your teeth.
Yeah, 32-12.
Oh, look, one more inning and you'd have beat him.
We'll never win the pennant. I bet we won't even win one game. Maybe they'll give us the pennant for that.
Ah, fellas, don't feel that way. You know, we're only weak in one spot.
High spot. We'll get him next time. All we need is practice, hey, fellas? All I need is practice.
That's all right, son. Just leave your gear here and you go wash up with the rest of them. Well?
Well, what?
Why did you start Rusty at shortstop?
What's the matter with that? He only made 7 errors.
Yeah, on one play.
I never saw anything like it. Dropped the ball 6 times.
You gotta admit there was a great throw he made, though.
To left field.
And what made you come up with the brilliant strategy to let him pitch that one inning?
Oh, you know it's every kid's ambition to be a pitcher. I promised I'd give him a chance.
Danny, you shouldn't have done it.
Why not? Didn't you hear that crowd cheer when he threw that first ball?
Why wouldn't they? Bean the umpire.
13 walks in a row. Danny, I don't mind a boy being wild, but we can't even find 4 of the baseballs.
All right, so Rusty goofed a little. What are you making a federal case out of it? We'll be better next week, I promise you that.
Danny, can we talk to you seriously about a problem we've got?
Sure, Bill, sure.
Well, as you know, we've got to cut the squad down to 15 men. Some of the boys have got to go to the minors. And in view of what happened today out there in that ball diamond...
Just a minute. We have an agreement, remember? We made a deal. I gave you the field, Rusty got to play. With me, the deal still goes. All right, so I'll keep him on the bench. Use him for a pinch hitter once in a while.
What could he hit?
He hit the umpire. Look, fellas, I'm sorry, but I just can't ask Russ to turn in his uniform. It'll break his heart.
All right, Danny. You're our coach. We've got 18 boys on that team. 3 of them must be sent down to the minors. You drop them. Let's go.
Let's go, Daddy. I'm all washed up.
Remember, you said it, not me.
You know, they say that a salesman should never knock his product. But the Dodge people know that one of the best ways to convince folks about Dodge is to knock it, like this. That knuckle test is a quick, sure way to find out how really solid a car is. And let me tell you, they just don't come any more solid than the new Dodge. Here's a car that not only looks big and rugged, but is, all the way through. You know, wherever you look on a new Dodge, you see evidences of superior engineering, materials, and construction. Take the rear door, for example. You know, of all the new cars, only Dodge has gone to the trouble of designing a full rear door without any cutout here. That means not only added convenience getting in and out, but also tighter door closing and the safety of added body strength. Believe me, it's as solid as it sounds. And Dodge gives you solid engine performance, too. Not only for a fast getaway at the lights, but for lasting year-in, year-out dependability. That's why Dodge in its class achieved the almost incredible feat of taking first, second, third, and fourth places in the toughest stock car race ever held, the 1,900-mile Pan American Road Race. And Dodge staying power is further proved by winning more AAA performance records than any other stock engine ever built. Now, of course, there are many down-to-earth reasons for buying a Dodge this year. The all-new Dodge look, the fact that Dodge is the longest, largest, and yet lowest price car in its field, and the fact that your Dodge dealer is now offering unprecedented trade-in values. But as always, the most important reason for choosing Dodge is its complete dependability, proved in over 41 years of superior service. So, help yourself to the solid satisfaction of a new Dodge, the car that's built to last, not just to get by.
Hi, sweetheart.
We lost.
Oh, that's too bad. Let's take off this jacket, honey. You look hot.
Was it a close game, Russell?
Yep, we both played the same number of innings.
Honey, where's your father?
He stopped off at Johnny Anderson's apartment to tell me he's being dropped from the team.
Oh.
Are they keeping you, Russ?
I don't know yet, and we're not supposed to ask till we're told.
Oh, well, I don't think you have too much to worry about, honey. I hear the coach is a very nice guy.
Did you get many home runs, Rusty?
I didn't try for any homers today.
Will, did you make any great plays at shortstop?
We're not supposed to brag.
That's right, Terry. Ball players aren't supposed to talk about themselves.
Well, we could keep it in the family. Come on, Russ, how many hits did you get?
I didn't get any, but I'll do better next time.
Well, of course you will, sweetheart. And no wonder you couldn't play. Look at this uniform. It doesn't even fit you.
It's not the uniform's fault. That was the only part of me that was any good.
Poor little baby. I've never seen him so subdued.
You know, he must have been pretty awful.
Yeah.
I bet he played like Daddy. Well, I'll go make him a milkshake. That ought to cheer him up.
Thanks, Andy. Oh, hi, dear.
You getting the iodine in the house?
What happened? Did you cut yourself?
No, just give me a bottle and a straw.
Honey, what's the matter?
Nothing. I'm as happy as a lark. I'm as cheerful as a nightingale. I am participating in America's great national pastime.
Sandy, did you get hit on the head with a pitched ball or something?
No, that was the umpire.
What's wrong?
Look, I am the coach of the Coast Hardware Giants.
I know.
I have to drop my squad from 18 to 15 players.
So?
I have been left on my honor to choose 3 sacrificial lambs to be shipped to the miners, to the 84th Street Orioles. And number 1 on my shipping list is, guess who? Your son.
No.
Yes, Russell C. Williams, pitcher, catcher, shortstop, third baseman, and bum.
Danny Williams, you are not going to walk in that room and tell Rusty that he's being dropped.
You're absolutely right. You're going to do it.
What? I am not. For heaven's sake, you're the coach. It's simple. All you have to do is find 3 boys that play worse than Rusty and send them.
You're new here, aren't you? In the whole world, there aren't 3 boys who are worse than Rusty at baseball.
I don't care. You're not going to drop them.
Look, honey, I had a tough enough time today dropping 2 little kids that deserve to be dropped. Now, you want me to face some kid that deserves to stay on the team and tell him he's being dropped? Why, so Rusty can walk the next 16 batters to face him? Come on, honey, let's be honest about this. What if it was your son that was being cheated?
Baseball. Why does it have to be such an honorable game? Why couldn't you have taught him to shoot pool or something?
Believe me, as soon as he's tall enough to reach the table. Busy, son?
Not very.
That's quite a thing you got there. Look, I'd like to talk to you. Russ, you know, there comes a time when a man must face the hard, cold realities of life. When a man must, show his mettle, the stuff he's made of.
You mean I'm going to the miners tomorrow?
You just saved yourself a half hour of dull conversation.
Do I have to go?
Well, what do you think?
I didn't mean to hit the umpire.
That had nothing to do with it, son.
Maybe I could stay. I'm so awful I can only get better.
Look, Russ, in the minors, you'll be playing with kids your own age, your own size. You'll have a better chance, and believe me, you'll learn to play good baseball.
It's no use, Daddy. I'll never learn to play baseball.
Oh, now what kind of talk is that? That's not my son that's talking like that, is it? Hey, you remember the matinee I took you to last week? Remember the show on Broadway?
You mean the darn Yankees?
That's close enough. Anyway, remember when the players were all downhearted and the coach came in and he sang to them? Remember that song? You gotta have heart. All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, that's when the grin should start. You gotta have hope. Mustn't sit around and mope. Nothing's half as bad as it may appear. Wait till next year and hope. Hey, Russ, when your luck is batting zero, lift your chin up off the floor. Why, mister, you can be a hero. You can open any door. There's nothing to it but to do. You gotta have heart. Miles and miles and miles of heart. Oh, it's fine to be a genius, of course, but keep the old horse before the cart. First you gotta have heart.
I'll go to the miners.
Adam.
I'm really proud of Rusty, honey.
What'd you expect? You're always a chip off the old block. He can take it as well as dish it out. You know, that's what I like about coaching with this little league. You get a chance to build character, teach good sportsmanship. I get it. Guys, don't worry about Russ. I'll have my scouts keep an eye on him. Gets to be good enough, he'll be back in his old man's team in the big time.
Hiya, Danny.
Well, come on in. How are you?
Glad to see you, Dan.
Oh,
Good evening.
Hey,
Evening.
good
Did you
to
get
see
us here for coffee?
No, thanks. Have dinner, thanks.
How about, let me pour you some coffee.
No.
Good?
Want to sit down?
Sit down,
Thank you.
Danny, first we want to congratulate you on the integrity of sending your own son to the minors.
Not at all. After all, a coach's interest has got to be the team, you know.
Oh, and one thing, don't worry about Rusty playing in the minors. We now have protective headgear for the umpires.
By the way, Danny, we happen to have an opportunity to get some great coaching help.
Well, I don't mind having an assistant if he's confident. Throw me some names.
Joe DiMaggio.
Who else?
Well, seriously, Joe has moved into the neighborhood, and he said he'd be very glad to give us some help.
You don't mind, do you?
No, he might be helpful.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, dear.
Look, if you fellas think I need an assistant, it's all right with me.
Yeah, but Danny, there's one little hitch. Under our Little League rules, we can only have one coach.
Well, that's too bad. I could have used Joe.
And under the circumstances, we felt that, well, you wouldn't mind going down to the minors for a bit.
Me, the miners. Where do you get that stuff? A man of my experience? You want in the minors? Who do you think you're talking to?
Just a minute.
Don't get excited. Just a minute. Bear in mind, gentlemen, your team is playing on my property. And if the manager's going to get my job, he better look out for the traffic rounding third, because I'll sell that field for a parking lot.
And now a word from our alternate sponsor, Pell Mell Famous Cigarettes.
There's news you'll remember in my Pell Mell song. The flavor's delicious, so mild, never strong. Enjoy smoother smoking that's just sweet enough. Get freshly lit flavor in puff after puff. Pell Mell, choose well. Smoke longer and finer and milder Pell Mell. It's finer tobacco that filters so well and adds to the pleasure you get from Pell Mell. Self-filtering action and quality high. Give smooth, gentle mildness when Pell Mell you buy. Pell Mell, Pell Mell. Smoke longer and finer and milder Pell Mell.
Reward yourself with the pleasure of smooth smoking. Pleasure-packed Pell Mell gives you smoothness, mildness, and satisfaction no other cigarette can offer. Pell Mell Famous Cigarettes, outstanding, and they are mild.
Sandy, you get me the Acme Real Estate Company, will you, dear? Yeah, Acme. I think it's on Broadway somewhere. I'll wait.
You gotta have heart. All you really need is heart.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Acme. Yes, dear.
You gotta have heart. All you really need is...
Hello? Hello. Acme Real Estate? Look, this is Danny Williams. I'd like to come down and talk to you about a lot I've got for sale. Piece of property, 101st Street. But I want to stipulate that it has to be sold as a parking lot. Can you get me such a customer?
You gotta have heart. Miles and miles of heart.
Oh, it's going to be a genius, of course. The detail horse before the car. First you gotta have. First you gotta have.
Wait a minute.
First you
Goodbye.
gotta have.
All right. I'll go to the minor.
I'm proud of you, sweetheart.
Don't worry, I'll pitch for your team.
We'll be back next week for Pall Mall Famous Cigarettes, folks. This week, drop in at your nearby Dodge dealer and get a real close-up look at the most stylish new automobile in America, the flare-fashioned new Dodge.
It'll take your breath away.
Good night.
For Daddy is presented alternately by Pell Mell Famous Cigarettes and the dependable Dodge dealer in your neighborhood.